How y'all doing? No one watches my videos, but I'm going to make one anyway. So, the James Webb Telescope is suddenly telling everyone we're inside a black hole. That right there should tell everyone how the universe works. Right there. Assuming that we're inside a black hole. That tiny piece of information should make incredibly obvious to everybody how the universe works, what a black hole proves, and why you think our universe is inside one. So all the energy within our universe that makes up our observable universe moved into this space from somewhere else, where the matter goes back to as it goes through the funnel, forced into the center of every galaxy by the collapsing matter. See, our universe, or the matter inside it, is like a big old storm, a big old instability. The Hawaiian Islands are a good example. This is how our universe works. There's the ocean and like the floor, and this fissure forms, and magma comes up. That's what happened in our universe. A fissure formed, and energy came through. Still coming through right now, and has been for like about 5 trillion years. So technically, at the center of the universe is a reverse black hole. It's Hawking's white hole, I suppose. It is a fissure in the universal existence medium, feeding energy into this space. Now, the universe, the area that the matter moves into, has unfathomable amounts of pressure trying to push all this foreign material back out of itself. So oil on water, the galaxies form, and the matter starts to collapse from the outsides in. That's why the galaxies spin in reverse, because the black holes aren't pulling them in. They're getting pushed from the outside in. So they spin the opposite direction to what you assume they should be spinning. But a black hole has no mass, no gravity, no anything. It actually, funnily enough, is the only force pushing the galaxy into a spiral and allowing the stars to remain existing here, or the matter to exist here at all. Because all the matter in the universe is desperately trying to collapse back out of this space that it has foreignly moved into. It is a foreign element within this space. Everything that we understand as our universal existence is foreign material. It's material that technically shouldn't be within universal space. The universe was a very stable filament structure before, and then all of a sudden these fissures started forming all over the place, feeding like what we understand as matter energy into it, and creating universal existences all over this place. But it isn't like the universe isn't this whole solid entity. The black hole, the reverse of the galaxy, the fact that you think the whole universe is inside a black hole, literally makes very simple the way to understand this. Everything in universal space and the way it works tells you how everything else works. Oil on water is a great example. It's the settling of the sediments within water, the settling of sediments within molten and volcanic activity, the structure of lightning, the structure of veins, the structure of tree branches and roots. Everything within universal space falls within these certain structures, because the lightning falls between the universal filament structures. The clouds and the wind and everything else sort of rest and flow over the top of them. Everything takes their shape because of the universal filament and the shape of the energy moving into it. So the entire universal medium space is technically void space. It's null space, non-energy space. But any universal any area within a universal space is universal energy space. It's abstracted universal space. It's this area of space that energy's been forced into, and the universe is trying to force it back out again. But as the fissure in the center of our universe still exists, the energy is just continually feeding out and recycling and feeding and recycling. And it's going to do that until the fissure eventually closes. But all the black holes that you see at the center of the galaxies and inadvertently forming when stars collapse and blah, 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 they are simply premature collapse mediums, collapse points of the matter, again, escaping the universe back to wherever it came from. So, yeah, if y'all think we're inside like some singular black hole, the way you understand everything is completely wrong. All you need to do to understand the universe is look at the universe itself. You look at all the structures and stop thinking light does anything, because a star is not a sphere. A black hole is not a sphere. It's a funnel, an infinity's like. That's what it's a funnel leading its energy down, and it goes down and then funnels back. And it's this balancing force. This is why you can't see dark matter, because dark matter, or what you think is dark matter, is the balancing energy state within this balanced force. It's difficult to understand within two-dimensional perception, because nothing is two-dimensional. Everything is 5 to the 7th dimension. How do I describe it? So imagine a circle with 5 pie slices, and then each of those 5 pie slices have 7 layers. That's the universe. There are 5 realms with 7 governing layers to each realm. And all of them, right, collapse into that singular point at the center. And the center is the creation of the entire universe. Technically, I guess we are inside a black hole, but every universe within the whole of the medium is inside a black hole. All the black holes do is show you, like, where the universe started and how it ends. It's just like a premature end. That's all it is. It's actually really, really super freaking simple. Very simple. Everything is very simple to understand. Life, you can know how the first stages of life looked by simply getting a leaf or a biological cell and looking at it, magnify it. And the further you get down, you break through the layers of what life looked like as it developed. Everything within universal space is simply a layer and a greater level of complexity that meshes and layers on top of everything else. Shit is so freaking simple, man. Cactus, flowers are the same shape. An explosion, the distribution of matter is the same shape. The polygon effect and the overlap or fractal expansion of mathematics is the same damn shape. Like, everything is relative within universal space. You have to stop separating everything and thinking shit is different, because it's not. Everything is exactly the same as everything else. It is simply the way the energy strings tie knots and form matter or tangible representations of shit for you to perceive. But nothing your eyes is telling you is real. Nothing is even close to real. It's because it's so complex, your brain ain't big enough to perceive the actual inner workings of it. So you just see balls and spheres and lines and shit. But it's all an illusion. Anyway, I hope that helped someone. But relativity, everybody. Hold it more to heart, man, because everything is relative in our universe. It's how our universe works. Have a good day.